I hope your ears tingle. I'm not a songwriter, so it won't be a single.
So I was really jazzed about this idea, right? Try to be funny while I learn how to be funny on purpose. I mean, what a fun creative outlet, and it might even scratch my performance itch. What if performance itch was like like a real thing where every time you miss being on stage, you get like a rash, and you need like an ointment. But what's happening now is something I knew would happen, which is paralyzing self-doubt. It doesn't matter that I'm really only planning to show this to my friends and maybe my family. Like, what kind of dumbass idea is this? It's really silly and a bit cringe, like I already said. So, of course, I'm getting paralyzed. Like, what are my friends gonna do? They're gonna, like, feel sorry for me, probably. They'll be like, oh, fun idea. You always really make me laugh, right? But then, like, to each other, they'll be like, holy shit, she's been in New York too long. Yeah, do we need to, like, intervene? And that brings me to the theme of today's musing, which is bombing. Like, really shit in the bed, just sucking. You hear comics talk about it all the time, right? That you have to bomb in order to get better. I mean, and this is true in every field, right? You gotta fail a million times to, you know, finally become successful. You gotta be rejected a million times, all these things, blah, blah, blah. Common wisdom. So I was thinking about this in the shower the other day. I have a shower, no big deal. But I'm thinking about this in the shower, and I'm thinking about what it would be like, you know, you're doing a stand-up set, and to not only have people not be laughing at you, but like to be like actively telling you how much they fucking hate you, right? Like, that is terrifying. But then I kept thinking about it, and I was like, is that actually more terrifying than all of the times I've opened my heart to sing opera to a room full of like silent, stone-faced assholes who often are there to literally judge me? Like, I've done that a million times. I wonder if it's really that much worse. Like, I've bombed so many times. When I was a kid, my piano teacher inexplicably encouraged me to go play at this like regional piano competition. And I was bad. I was not good at piano. I mean, I was okay. I didn't practice, guys, you know? And so I get there. I don't know how old I was. I've really blocked most of it out, I think. But I went up to the piano, and it was solfeggetto, you know, that little ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Not like that. But I go up, and I'm sitting, and I'm looking at the keys, and I literally forget how to play the piano. Just, I don't even know. I can't figure out what the first note is, where I start. I mean, I just sat there like frozen. I think maybe somebody came up and like tried to usher me off stage or something, but yeah, frightening. Another time, years later, I think I was like a teenager, that same piano teacher, who was lovely, she was not a scary woman, I don't know what my thing was, but she came to a voice recital that I was doing. And I remember being excited because, you know, I kind of was never that good at piano, but I was much better at voice, at singing, and I practiced more and all these things. So I was thrilled that she was going to come and see me in this recital. And I just forgot every single word of the song that I was singing. Like, just all of them. And incidentally, The theme of this recital was, I think there was a catchy name that I don't remember, but it was something like, sing something you would never be hired to sing, which was just as problematic and early aughts as it sounds. White, cis, heterosexual guy who sang I Feel Pretty, for example. It was that kind of thing. And that guy's name, no joke, was Captain Cool. Like his last name was Cool, Cool, and he was a captain in some branch of the military. So, do with that what you will. Once I sang for a very, very famous opera singer, and I finished, and I heard her say in the back, she was getting older at this time, so generously, maybe I'll say she was becoming hard of hearing, but she's in the back, and I hear her say, well, at least she's pretty. Backdoor brag, you know. I once walked straight into a scene that I wasn't in, a classic one. I once wore this costume. Yeah. I once auditioned for an elite summer program run by this sort of notoriously mean old guy, and I was given the advice by my voice teacher to act as if I'm already in a staged performance of the opera that this aria was from, right? So walk in and basically act as though you've been stage directed, right? So there I am, prancing around the stage, picking pretend flowers, like leaning over and picking up pretend flowers. Which, guys, nah, you don't do that. Also, nobody told me how to dress, and I remember I was wearing like a white button-down shirt with like a black pencil skirt, and I basically just looked like a waitress. And then also on that same trip, it was Chicago and it was wintertime, and I slipped and totally ate shit in front of a really fancy hotel. So great all around. And you know, there's just small indignities throughout as an opera singer, training to be an opera singer, professionally, all of it. You know, having to dance on stage with a cast of primarily professional dancers. Always playing like old crone roles, even at like 28. Or one time auditioning for a one-person panel, just me in the room, the pianist, and one person at a desk, you know, several feet away. And in this case, that one person was somebody that Why would I do that? I can't believe I did do it. So thinking about all these things together, it's sort of like, I mean, who cares if I suck?